What's going on, guys? It's Greg here today and bring you a Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay commentary. What you're watching here in the background is some objective-heavy gameplay. I go 66 and 14. We are playing with the MP5 and the FFAR-1. I mostly just use the MP5, trying to get this thing gold so I can move on to the next submachine gun. Trying out the FFAR as well a little bit here and there. I do like it. It is the FAMAS, and the FAMAS is back. It's really good. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the gameplay. Now, I want to know in the comment section below, how are you guys enjoying Cold War? Personally, I like the game, and I especially like the zombies, but I did a little bit of streaming of that yesterday. We had a little bit of some connection issues with frame drops and stuff like that. My internet's been a little bit shaky, I guess, for the streaming side of things, so not really sure what to do about it. Threw back that grenade right there, saved my life. Anyways, but yeah. Let's go ahead and get into some tips and tricks today, because I have started learning some different things that are going to help elevate your gameplay here on Black Ops Cold War and make you a better player. So let's go ahead and start talking about that kind of stuff. So first things first, if you guys don't know, there's a few bugs in the game right now, such as the aim assist. So if you guys are curious, I'll link exclusive ACES video in the description below so you guys can understand what's wrong with the aim assist. So there is a little bit of funky aiming going on right now in the game, but aside from that, let's talk about your perks. So the perks in the game are really going to help keep you alive, in my opinion, and I think that your perk setup is really going to change the game completely. You're going to be playing a completely different game once you change your perks. So the perks you want to use is, first off, you're going to want to use the wild card called Lawbreaker until you get the perk greed wild card. And the main reason you want to use Lawbreaker is because it's going to allow you to pick any 3 perks in the game you want, regardless of what category they are in. So this means you can use 2 perk 3s, 2 perk 2s, 2 perk 1s, or even all 3 from either category if you really want to. So for what I like to use is, there's a couple different setups I have here that I'll recommend to you guys, and it really depends on what you're going to be doing. So let's just say you are running into a lot of people that are using flashbangs, stun grenades, frags, semtexes, C4s, all that kind of stuff. Like, they're just spamming their equipment. They're using the danger close wildcard or whatever. You're going to want to have flak jacket, tactical mask, and ghost. And the reason I like this setup is because it's going to make you so you don't put your hand in front of your face, and you can keep your gun up while you're stunned and all that kind of stuff. Completely counters that, which I honestly think they should just remove that animation from the game. Stuns are strong enough as is. But that's going to help negate that. And then flak jacket, of course, the nade spam. And if you're using a stim shot combined with this, let's say one frag hits you, you stim up, another frag gets tossed. Well, you survive now. You will still be weak, but you'll be able to survive all those explosives that are being tossed at you. So in my opinion, this is a very crucial part to earning higher streaks, as well as just staying alive and being able to play the objective or whatever your goal might be. So moving on to another setup, I have Ninja, Ghost, and either Tactical Mask or Flak Jacket. Again, it's going to depend on the lobby. Is there a lot of stun spam? Is there a lot of frag spam? It all depends on what you are being spammed against, so that's how I'd change that perk 1 depending on that. Now, Ninja is an absolute necessity in 6v6 in the slower pace modes, like maybe Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Search and Destroy, stuff like that, where, you know, there are objectives, like in Kill Confirmed, obviously it's to grab tags. In Search and Destroy, you've got to plant the bombs. But for whenever it comes to flanking, it's hard to flank in those modes because people are just kind of chilling, or listening for sound, holding angles, stuff like that. So they're a little bit slower paced. So what I recommend doing is putting on Ninja. That way you will have much quieter footsteps. It'll be harder for your enemies to hear you, and you'll be able to go on flanks a lot easier. And believe me, whenever I say Ninja is good, it is not like the beta or the alpha, whatever it was, where Ninja didn't really act all that much as dead silence like previous games. No, this one is pretty quiet for the most part. I believe you can still be heard. Don't quote me on that, but only in extreme close quarters. So believe me when I say Ninja is amazing in this game. Once you get to level 38, trust me, the grind is worth it. You will be heavily rewarded, and you'll be able to go on so many more flanks, and it completely changes how the game is played. Now, Ghost, in my opinion, is absolute necessity in this game, because the spy plane is a 1,000 score streak, and basically there's built-in requisitions in this game, so that means people are going to be able to die and still earn their streaks, their score progress is still going to count towards that. And I still don't know how I feel about this system completely. I honestly just like streaks, but that's just me being a boomer and not liking change in COD. But again, we'll see how it plays out throughout the year. I don't want to just jump ship right now and be like, oh my god, it's so terrible, all this kind of stuff. Still trying to get a feel for the game. We'll find out a couple weeks from now whenever I have more playtime on the game. But right now, I still wish it was classic score streaks or kill streak system that we have seen in the previous games. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the score streaks, because I feel since, people are basically not going to have to worry about trying to stay alive, even though that, yes, staying alive will give you more bonus score towards your kill streaks or score streaks, I should say, and you'll be able to earn them a lot easier with going on higher streaks. But right now, the game is so new, everybody's kind of just sweating it up, using the best stuff in the game or whatever it may be. The skill-based matchmaking always seems a lot stronger in Call of Duty around release time. It seems to loosen up over time. I don't know if anyone else has the same experience as me, but anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about your streaks. So I'm going to recommend some different streaks depending on what you're trying to do here. So for nuclears, I'm going to recommend the spy plane, body armor, and war machine. And the reasons for this is spy plane is obviously going to help you see where enemies are at. The body armor is going to increase your health temporarily until it's destroyed. And then the war machine counts towards the nuclear. So yeah, it's going to help you in that regard. Now, I personally have not gone for any yet, just because I've been honestly enjoying going for camos and stuff like that right now. I will go for one eventually, go for a couple. And I also want to get the nuked out in free-for-all. I've done it every single year in Treyarch games, so I'm going to bring you guys that gameplay as well once I get that. But other streak setups, so let's just say you want to play objective really heavy. I recommend this streak setup I am using right now. So that is the spy plane, the cruise missile, and the air patrol. So the reason I'm using this, obviously, again, the spy plane is going to reveal locations, going to help our teammates. The cruise missile is honestly one of the best mid-tier streaks because it gets a good bang for its buck. And what I mean by this is it gets 2 to 4 kills per use. For me, about 2.5 average. And it is very good, especially for defending objectives and taking people off power positions or head glitches or anything that they might be in that are obviously not in a building. Now, the air patrol is honestly borderline broken at this point in the game, and the reason I say this is because it has a 0-second cooldown. It destroys basically all streaks that are in the air. I don't really know if it can destroy, I don't know if there's a limit on how many streaks it can destroy in the air. I don't know how it targets, I don't have any testing done with this, but this streak can destroy chopper gunners, attack helicopters. Obviously, I haven't seen a gunship or a VTOL escort, but I'm going to assume it will one-hit a VTOL escort or gunship. And I personally think it's kind of broken in its current state. I think it definitely needs balance, but if you're really trying to go for wins and you're just trying to play the objective, this is going to be your best friend because it's going to destroy kill streaks. And since pretty much right now streaks, the skill-based matchmaking right now is pretty strong. Basically, there's a lot of streaks going on both sides of the spectrum here, and whenever I'm trying to go for wins or whatever it may be, having an air patrol in your pocket is always helpful. And even if you were trying to go for nuclears, this streak might be your best friend as well. And the main reason I say this is because you obviously don't want the enemies having attack choppers, chopper gunners, or whatever if you're on a 20 kill streak or whatever. So having this in your pocket and saving it till you hear enemy streaks coming in might be very useful for you guys. Also, it is a great way to earn more score towards your next streaks as well, and because obviously whenever it destroys stuff, it's going to give you score for destroying those streaks. So now, if you're going to be trying to go for a lot of kills, right now, I'm going to honestly say that the best kill streak loadout that you can probably consistently earn is going to be something like the cruise missile, the chopper gunner, and maybe the attack chopper or napalm strike, something like that. And the main reason I say this is because let's talk about napalm strike real quick. It has a 30-second cooldown, and if you're playing objective mode and the enemies are going for objectives a lot, you can just put it on the B flag or whatnot, drop it down, and it can obviously defend that, but also kill people that are trying to attack it, so it can get you a good amount of kills. The cruise missile, again, good bang for its buck, and the chopper gunner does get a lot of kills whenever you earn it. Now, the attack chopper is hit or miss. Sometimes I see it do a lot of damage. One game it got me 7 kills, but for whatever reason, in my combat record, the average is 1.5, so it has potential, but most of the time it just seems to hover around, float around, and do not too much damage. So Again, I'm not really quite sure what the best streak setup is going to be for a lot of kills, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be mid-tier streaks and one of the controllable streaks. Just so that way you can cycle through them. You don't have to worry about big cooldowns, too big of score you have to earn. You're going to want something that is going to be consistent to earn, and it's going to get you a lot of kills. So I'd recommend 2 mid streaks and a chopper gunner. Anyways, that's really all I have right now for tips and tricks and stuff like that. I'm still learning the game, still learning a lot of attachments. I don't really know any best class setups yet because it takes a very long time to level up weapons in this game, and especially even your character level. So I'm going to bring stuff like that soon. I also want to stream more zombies as I'm grinding for Dark Aether because I think that camo is just sick. Yes, it's Black Ops 3 Dark Matter. I wish they would have done something a little bit different, but it is still a very beautiful camo, and I do want to do the grind for that because I do love zombies. So anyways, I will be streaming that a lot. My internet was giving me some issues the other day for streaming, but hopefully we'll get that solved, and we'll be able to bring you guys some more zombie streams. And yeah, as I keep playing the game, I will give you guys more tips and tricks so you guys can improve at the game as well and have some fun. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.